Thanks for tuning back in. I'm Tommy Campbell, still bald, still in my basement, and even though he plans to take it public, I still don't see a single sane person investing a cent in what MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell calls the biggest broadcast place ever. Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert filed for divorce from her husband of 20 years, Jason with a Y, and wild new details have come out, including a statement from Lauren Boebert that has more holes than Jason's no questions asked shack off the 36. But first, this.
Show them where that is on the thing there, Brandon. Go down the items just real quick. Because we have Frank speech, bumper stickers, yard signs. We need to get the word out. We can't lose our voice. One of the things Alan Duke said was, well, Mike, it doesn't affect your Facebook. They've already, so if you go to the Frank store, we click on store, right, Brandon?
Yep. And there appears to be a problem right now.
Wow. Okay.
That's it. That's all we got right now.
Okay. Well, then that's a problem.
Yep, the entire store is down, and that's a problem. But don't worry, investors. Your money, it'll be safe. It is pouring MAGA tears. I let my hair down and have a laugh with the latest and stupid from the crumbling party of family values, dig into this Lauren Boebert divorce, Mike Lindell's pitch to buy stock in his dumpster fire website, and more.
I hope you have a terrific Memorial Day weekend, and you remember that I called John McCain a loser and said I like people who weren't captured. I do. I had my wealthy father pay a doctor to fake my bone spurs to avoid the draft, and that my sons served bears donuts on poaching trips, and Biden's son served in Iraq.
This is really cool.
It was like a fairy tale, but the relationship between Lauren Boebert and Jason has come to an end, and let's break down the statement from the already not-so-single and soon-to-be grandma, Lauren Boebert.
I have always spoken highly of my marriage. I believe in marriage. I believe in the power our words hold. Jason, a man I spent half my life with, did not sign up to be in the public limelight, and he certainly did not agree to be falsely accused of things he didn't do.
Marriage isn't something you have to just believe in. You have to work at it. But with that aside, Jason is more than fine with the limelight. You don't open a gun-themed open-carry restaurant with cutouts of Trump in the lobby because you don't want a little bit of press. They loved every bit of attention and used that to propel Lauren and her side hustles from Craigslist to Congress.
The stories reported about the process server, even Jason running over a mailbox, are a complete lie.
The mailbox. There's a 911 call from a man saying Jason is drunk and driving on his lawn, running over his mailbox, with multiple neighbors witnessing this and also calling 911. Per the affidavit, a legal document, the process server, Mike Estep, wrote, he started yelling and using profanities and told me that I was trespassing and that he was calling the sheriff's office. I told him I was leaving the documents on the chair outside the door. He closed the door, then let the dogs out. Okay, we finally know who let the dogs out. It was Jason Boebert. Now, if the dogs were already outside when he arrived, I highly doubt the process server would have gone through the gate. I would not risk stepping onto a property with two very powerful dogs with two very unstable owners. Not a lot of training there.
Jason doesn't sit around cleaning guns, and he certainly doesn't drink beer out of a glass, just as much as he doesn't drink Bud Light.
How stupid are you when you try and push back against claims for beer being consumed from a glass? Because only real men go straight from the can. And then she has to slide a Bud Light jab in there, which is her way of attacking the LGBTQ community. Now, Jason Boebert told the Daily Beast that he did not know what he was being served for, or if it was some crazy left-wing person coming to my house again. Sorry about the Don Jr. air quotes.
Our home security footage shows he didn't sick dogs on the process server. The dogs were outside when the server pulled up. They never showed aggression towards him, nor did he appear afraid of him.
American muckrakers looked into Jason Boebert's claims about calling the sheriff when the process server came to his home, and there are no texts, 911 calls, dispatch phone calls, or radio traffic to or from Jason Boebert regarding an incident on April 25th. After losing over $40 million and having to borrow another 10 in a ridiculously moronic attempt to prove an election was stolen that was not, Mike Lindell is now planning to raise money by taking his television network public. Again, His shows are not broadcast OTA or on cable, they are internet-based like this, and even with the millions pumped in, nothing works and the content is terrible. But if he does make it public, then there should have to be some transparency. As I've pointed out here many times, he claims to have millions of viewers, and their videos that have millions of views only get a few comments at most.
So grateful to have you on tonight, but to get our voice bigger, we're going to be offering public stock in Frank's speech to expand our voice here. We've got 4 million followers over here at the platform, but our voice needs to get bigger. And so we're going to get everybody can have a piece of it. It's going to be amazing. So
that's awesome.
That will get our voice, because it's all about we have the hope. Your cases and stuff are the hope, but people need to hear about it.
See, again, Mike says millions watch the shows on his network, but as we know, shows with millions of views don't get 3 comments. Oh, 3 comments, 4 comments, 5 comments, 5 comments. Folks, new record. Now, if you're seeing this and considering investing in Mike Lindell's biggest broadcast place ever, don't forget you're putting money towards rapper turned bounty hunter turned hardcore right-wing nut Stu Peters, election-denying self-titled America's Mom, Ivanka's favorite guy, Roger Stone, and dozens of lunatics and grifters, including Lindell's network medical expert, who is a chiropractor that sells supplements. If you are considering sending money over to this snake oil salesman, let me remind you, you'll be investing in a tech-failed dumpster fire that looks like a hostage video.
We did get it fixed where you should have perfect streaming now.
I've got to get on the right channel.
Okay.
And it finishes with a crash. That streaming was as entertaining as Rudy Giuliani's hair dye streaming down his face, and about as perfect as Donald Trump's perfect phone call. Thank you. I see every tip that comes through, from pennies to dollars. They are hugely appreciated and help make this show possible. If you love what I do here and you can afford to help out, throw me a buck with the PayPal link in the pinned comment, or drop me a super thanks.
Not have this on Frank right now. We're not on the Frank speech. It's completely removed. So they were telling me this on Facebook. We need to pause right now.
Yep.
There is no live stream on Frank's speech right now.
The main player has gone. Let me make a phone call.
The main player is completely gone.
Yep.
So
let me make a phone call.
They do this to me all the time, I swear.
Okay, we're gonna go to
everybody. This has never happened before.
Yeah,
I mean, our whole player is gone.
Let's go to a quick break so I can make this call so it doesn't hear it. We'll be right back after this break.
Put on.
Okay, we're back. We got it fixed.
Okay. Yeah, that was a new one, Brandon. That was a new one.
Okay, I'm not hearing Mike there.
Okay. Hello.
And we're back. No, we're not. We don't have sound. Look at these clowns in total disarray. This happens every day. And they have access to what Lindell calls the best cyber guys and computer geeks in the world. I don't see these problems on other video platforms, but they are not run by a pillow manufacturer gone mad with a box of Rudy Giuliani's hair dye and a steak sandwich. Now, there are a lot of questions in this divorce. Do they each get a dog? Who gets Mountain Dew? Will Lauren keep her ridiculous name? And is she single? Lauren has often been seen with this mediocre musician turned false prophet, Sean Feucht, who goes by Sean Feucht. Sean's part of Pastors for Trump. He organized and headlined a tour of protest concerts called Let Us Worship. He has used Proud Boys as security. Again, other countries list the Proud Boys as a terrorist organization. But I gotta say, this guy looks like Piers Morgan went to Supercuts and asked for the worst D. Snyder possible. Sean has the kind of hair that makes me feel good about being bald. And now for the really bad part. Sean views LGBTQ individuals as sick and claims his protest concerts provide divine conversion therapy. We're one of the only ministries I know where every altar call we say, hey, if you're battling with same-sex attraction, if you're in the middle of transition therapy, God wants to heal you. I'm not making stuff up. Look at this post. This is real. This is Sean, and Sean is popular. He has nearly 500,000 likes on Facebook. That's terrifying. By the way, if you're on Facebook, please add me. It's free and it helps. I have about 492,000 less likes than this MAGA hate preacher. Alex here, still in the bunker with Marjorie again. Good dude. Well, it appears that Lauren Boebert has joined the divorce club, and I'm hoping that she can find a man that treats her a little better. Like, I remember having beers with what's his name, Jason, with a Y, and he kept on calling her the old corncob face hole, and I did not think that was very nice. It wasn't. But then again, she did call him a bowling alley teen prowler, so there is that. Now, to cheer her up after a week of lawyers, she's going to join me in MTG for a little BBQ on the patio, but having knowledge of her sliders, I'm providing all the protein for the grill and beyond, if you know what I mean. The forecast is looking mighty good, so I purchased a sweet set of star-spangled crop tops and short shorts for Granny Bobo and the Blonde Meat Swamp, and I expect things to get extra meaty, if you know what I mean. And I get the feeling that being unchained, things are going to kick off, okay? But I need to remind people that we have certain protocols in place here. Like, I'm happy to go full smash pile, but if my cornea sees a nanoparticle of MTG's shin down disaster, you know what I'm talking about, the feet that look like they were used to test rusty Russian bear traps and they were stitched up in like an animal hospital with a veterinarian that's been daydrinking harder than Giuliani after finding out there are hours of recordings, okay? We're ducking toes that look like someone glued 7 flaming hot Cheetos to a mortadella meat stump and then dumped a bunch of curdled mayonnaise on top, okay? That means me and Lauren Opal Boebert will be fighting over the chunder bucket if we see anything. Because what is the rule, MTG?
The socks stay on.
The socks stay on.
Thank you for reminding me why I'm finished with DNC after 40 years, you poster child of BS of the left.
MAGA tears.
All unsupported allegations. Dems just can't get over that all their hoaxes failed.
MAGA tears.
Trump Lake 2024. Y'all liberals gone learn to obey the flag of these here United States of America.
MAGA tears.
Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by joining us in the comments, sharing this video with a friend, and following me on social media. I am a one-man show here, from script to screen, the editing, even the graphics. Please throw me a tip with the easy PayPal link or hit that super thanks button, and be sure to check out my mugs that go great with those MAGA tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries, and I've toured with Jim Jeffries for nearly 10 years. I have 3 albums and a brand new EP from my opening set on Jim's latest Netflix special. You can stream these on Spotify, Apple Music, or catch them on SiriusXM. Thanks for helping me make this show possible. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.